The world bombards us with noise. It creates distractions and demands expectations from everyone else outside of ourselves. And as INFPs, we can be a bit sensitive to that. We can get stuck in emotional overwhelm and loss of direction, stagnation, because we don't know what to do. But amidst all that chaos and all those expectations and distractions, everything else, there's one question that can help guide you so that you always know what to do. And it aligns with the core of your identity, your personality type as an INFP. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what that question is, and then I'm going to give you 6 reasons why it's important and why it specifically works with your personality type. What's up, legend? Sherman here from Geek Psychology, helping you play life better. And as an INFP, we often get the message that we need to be another personality type in order to just, I was going to say succeed, but in order to just live, to cope with the world. We often get that message that, we're not good enough. We need to be more proactive, productive, and people-y. Yeah. But that doesn't give the world what it needs. We need to be ourselves in the world. We need to show up as our personality type and as the best version of it in order to bring what we have out into the world and make an impact in whatever way that is. The world needs every character class, every personality type. Statistically, it's estimated that INFPs are about 4 to 5% of the population. So there are not that many of us, and we do need to show up in a way that's going to express our gifts, our genius. So the question that every INFP should ask themselves today is, what deeply resonates with my soul, and how can I express it authentically today? Let's take it apart and see why these different components are crucial for you to understand who you are and how you show up in the world and to do that better. So it's more than just identifying your passions or, playing with a fun idea like an affirmation or something like that. It pushes you to act on your deepest values. So the first reason why this happens is it unearths your core values. If you've been through the INFP masterclass, you'll know that values are important, and there's a specific way that you can discover what your core values are. It's called values elicitation. You can do it. Look up neurolinguistic programming if you want to go down that route. If you know what you want and what is important to you, then it's so much easier to make a decision. It's quicker, it's faster, it feels better. You don't, fumble around and think, like, is this the right choice for me or not? Because because you've decided or defined what is important to you on that values-based level. And for INFPs, this is tied to our introverted feeling, our dominant function, the hero of our life story, the soul as a character class. It's about what resonates with us, what feels good, right, honest, authentic. And so once you know that, you can follow that. Metrics and like the ROI and cost performance ratio and all these other things, like, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but it doesn't matter for INFPs that much when we don't know what to do. So understand your core values and you can act on them. It also cuts through external pressures. This is a self-focused question that lets you disregard other people's opinions, desires, expectations, and aligns yourself with that inner voice. What deeply resonates with my soul? And how can I express it authentically today? It's nice to help people and support people, of course. But you also got to take care of yourself, and you got to do it in a way that actually matters. Vegging out, watching Netflix or something like that isn't going to rejuvenate you or inspire you or motivate you. There are better ways of doing that. And so this lets you focus on yourself, which is a good thing. And I know other people might be like, well, INFPs always focus on themselves. In a way, we are very self-referential, self-focused. But a lot of times we're doing it in a way of like trying to mitigate trauma and drama and all these other fears and stuff. This is a proactive, positively focused question. It also helps with self-expression. It urges you to find ways to express your introverted feeling, your soul. And how we do that is often through extroverted intuition, our auxiliary function. It's about pattern recognition, connecting the dots, brainstorming, exploration, innovation, curiosity, metaphors. It's kind of like analogy bridges, Those are core to our personality type. And we need to do those. And this question helps you find what's important to you and express it in the outer world. I've had many clients who have come to me, and I've experienced this too, where we just feel lethargic, depressed, unmotivated. We can't find our spark, lost. A lot of that comes from not knowing our values and not expressing those, not making time to create with those in the outer world. And we are creative, but if we don't spend time creating, it's not sharing our genius, our superpower with the world. The world could benefit a lot from understanding deep down on an individual level what is going on emotionally within someone. What does it mean to be human? Those philosophical questions, I think INFPs do a really good job with them. But we spend a lot of time in here and not expressing it. So this question helps remind you to do that. It also promotes self-discovery. What deeply resonates with my soul? You have to discover that. You have to explore to find that. You might know some things, but putting yourself out into the world, expressing it authentically in the world today, and getting feedback on that helps you calibrate that more and helps you clearly define what that thing is that's so important to you that you would do it no matter what. And you need that. And you need to do that more. You know you do. I know I do. I'm always looking for another way or a deeper way, both, to express myself, my creativity, my ideas, my identity. And if you don't do it, that is where a lot of, again, depression and just stagnation comes from. And regret in the future. Not a place I want to be. Also, it combats inaction. So we can spend a lot of time in our introverted sensing, what feels comfortable to us, ruminating over the past, all those mistakes, or exploring, looking for different approaches that we could take. I just got to do some more research and figure this out. Maybe if I take another course or learn something else or buy another notebook or just wait until, everything feels right, then it'll be okay. Maybe. But also, action will make all that crumble away. The speed of action and implementation is extremely important. So when you take action on it, how can I express it authentically today? You show up as someone who's taking action and making their mark on the world. Again, I know not all INFPs want to make this huge impact on the world and change the world. I have met a lot of INFPs. I've done coaching calls with probably about 100, and we have the communities and all these other things. I've met so many who are still young and older ones who are like, I want to change the world. I want to, be a doctor and travel around and help and heal everybody. I want to work for the World Health Organization. I want to redefine the hierarchical structure of these big companies and bring more life and care and heart to them. So many big dreams and goals, but it's not going to happen if you don't act on it. It's not just going to be like somebody's just going to come over and be like, hey, do you want to do this? And the more action you take, the quicker that feedback loop, and the more you can realize that you can cope and change and acclimate and grow and level up in all the ways that are important to you. And last, it provides a compass. Kind of hinted at this at the beginning, but if you know your values and you know what you want to do, you know that it's important to understand what's important, your values, and to express them and explore them in the outer world, then, I don't know, most of your problems might be solved. It takes work. It takes time. But doing more of that will put you in a position where your life is more fulfilling. And you're having better relationships because you're having a better relationship with yourself. Because you're feeling inspired and activated, proactive, creative, harmonious, authentic, wonderful, curious, all those good things. Because you are acting on that one question that INFPs need to ask themselves. Again, what deeply resonates with my soul, and how can I express it authentically today? Just a note, know that this isn't about achieving all those goals today. It's about progress, momentum, movement, getting 1 XP every day. It's not about doing it all in one day. It's not about slaying the dragon in one hit. It's about the whole quest line, the whole journey, and it starts with that reflective question. And if you're just learning about your personality type, go to inowfeelpositive.com, INFP, inowfeelpositive.com. Get the free 5-day INFP personality type tutorial. It'll answer a lot of your questions and help you get a deeper understanding in a fun way of your personality type. See you there.